Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to High Top Sports. Happy Monday, happy Champs Corner. It's a bye week, which means there was no presser today. I think some people are probably wondering, where was it? What does it mean? It means absolutely nothing. It means that we're on vacation this week. I'm not. Baby could be here any second now. We had a little bit of a scare here. We thought some things were going down. She's been cramping, but we're still rocking and rolling here. I told her probably about 2 more days. That's my guess. 2 more days. We'll see, boys and girls. It'll come on Wednesday, best day of the week. And then we'll have to do the show from the hospital. Baby's going to have to wait. We'll see how it rolls out. DJ Lagway in a boot. Bootgate 2.0. We got to talk about it. Deshaun Johnson gets an injury. How long is he going to be out? The new SEC schedule for next year, the 3 teams that we will play repetitively, has been released. Some of you may have already seen it. We're going to talk about it regardless. Talk about also, too, breakthrough news. I know whose fault it is on why we suck. You're going to have to wait to the end to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Harris joins the show for Champs Corner. My man, what's up, dog? How you doing?
What's going on, man? Doing good, brother. Doing good. How everybody doing? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I'm excited to chit chat, listen to your Disney Gator ass pump up this. Oh, Steve, why,
Hey,
man? Why?
Disney about to be canceled, so I'm about to be
Yeah.
canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just everything's just downhill, man. I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You gotta
Well,
smile through the pain, man.
You know,
Smile through the pain.
it's been honestly it's been very, because you don't know how to expect or I don't know how to anticipate or how to navigate through this, to be quite honest with you. And with us losing, I mean, we've had some rough years, but man, it just feels dark right now.
Yeah.
And after that loss to USF, I told you, man, I was like, my stomach hurt. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, I like to have fun. I like to enjoy it. It's not fun when you're losing. And I was like, look, you got to buckle in. You got to saddle in and do, there's an expectation. People like the show. People like to have fun. So we can still have fun. We got to figure out how to do it. And a lot of people have commented saying, hey, they appreciate it. One of our guys, Justin, texted me and goes, hey, man, it's like AA for Florida football. And I was like, look, I mean, I love hearing that. Like, in a way, it's like, okay, cool. I'm glad we're doing some good things, even though, there isn't a lot of good things happening on Saturday. We can help maybe get through it for what we can.
No, man, listen, I'm pulling at straws too, y'all. I'm pulling at straws. But I got to keep pulling, man. I mean, damn, I've made it this far. I mean, it sucks, bro. It sucks. I mean, I still get anxiety, bro. Like the hour before kickoff, I'm going to watch the game, and my heart is just like pounding. I gotta like breathe and do breathing techniques to calm down because I'm like anxious. I'm feeling nervous, all kind of stuff. And then I'm riding to go watch the game, and then I ride through a little rain, and then it clears up. And then I ride through a little more, then it clears up, and I can see the sun. I say, maybe this is how the game's gonna go. It's gonna be rough, Steve. It's gonna clear up. All kind of analogies to try to psych myself out for how we could possibly win this game. It's just the worst thing ever, bro. It sucks. No way around it, man.
This is worse than the weather. We at least get a percentage, and we can predict that it may rain or over. We got Billy throwing snow at me in the middle of June in Florida. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a clue what's going on and why it's happening. Like, that's where we're at. It's just,
I'm trying to find anything to hold on to, man, that gives a glimmer of hope, because it's not looking good. Besides the fact that we have a bye week this week, so there won't be no loss this weekend, guys. So
easy. Listen, I have learned. They're gonna quote us. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You can't be just throwing those things out there, man.
We're gonna lose the bye week too. I said it won't be a loss.
Billy will find a way. All right. At this point, I don't want to put it out there.
Yeah, we already losing. We got a boot on. Yeah, it's just not.
Look,
injured players. Deshaun, I know you got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we're
venting right now, bro. I just venting.
So obviously, everybody wanted him to be fired today or yesterday. I knew it wasn't going to happen for multiple reasons. Just like the whole the logistics of it, don't make a lot of sense to fire him. I know for us. Listen, this is not me. I'm just talking about it from a business perspective. There's just too much invested, and there's really no need. Like, it just, like UCLA and Virginia Tech were making it was so bad they were just like F it, and Florida we feel that way. I get it, but LSU
we
and
still,
Miami aren't
yeah.
as severe a loss as how bad UCLA. Anyway, I'm trying to justify us looking bad. I can't even do that. I'm gonna stop. It's not gonna happen for a couple reasons. One, again, the logistics of it. Obviously, last year we all felt the same way at this time, and then it turned around. Here's the crazy thing, and this isn't me pumping sunshine. This isn't me pumping Disney. I'm just speaking facts here. All right,
Bye-week Billy. Bye-week Billy.
We back,
baby.
Me and my son, we'd be making jingles, bro, just to kind of get through the time. We were walking through Costco yesterday. We were looking for beef sticks, and I created like a song. I was like, "Where are the beef sticks?
Pause.
Beef. I know, trust me, I know. But Tyler, he don't know. I was like, man, there's so many jokes in here. So we're singing, right? And I wrote like half the song in the store. We get in the car, and I'm like, he loves like listening to music. Dad, put the beef stick song on. I was like,
wow, so it's not a song.
It's not a song, Bubba. Yeah, it was not good though. It was not good.
In the studio, man. Put him in the studio.
I thought about it. I was like, I should finish writing it and go record it and send it to Steven's son to make me sound good. That'd be hilarious.
Your son got one hell of a personality. So I don't know, man. He has a hell of a personality. He's gonna be somewhere doing big things. I want to say on TV, but you don't want to put Hollywood on kids so early. But yeah, he definitely has a great personality, man.
He's taking over the show. He's gonna keep the Disney alive. But what I was saying, I got a little sidetracked there. I apologize. Is listen, I have zero belief that we can run this table.
Really?
But the crazy thing is, the schedule was such a daunting task, and how it was stacked in the front is we could still win the SEC. I listen. I say that lightly,
pump it
okay?
Pump it up, man.
Negatively lightly, but that it's crazy to think like that's just my mindset of like it's wild to think that we just lost one game in the SEC, and I try to do the math in my head to figure it out on how teams play each other to see if we still control our destiny. I'm like 95% sure that we do because I don't know what happens with LSU with the crossover. Again, I'm not pumping anything. It's crazy to me to think, like when you watch college football,
as it is,
yeah, right, that you legitimately have a chance from the numbers perspective.
Yeah.
And what sucks, even why I think I have a little bit of hope is like just because of how good the defense is. It's like, my God, if all we've had to do is score 21 on Billy's worst day, he scores 21. I mean, if we scored 21 points a game, we would be 4-0. It's unbelievable. I just don't understand it.
Every time you say that, we get bit. I think you might need to retire that phrase, brother.
I know. I said it ironically there. Because
he keeps proving that he can score less than that and try to win the game. So maybe we need to raise it to 28.
Look, I knew people were going to get all right. Please don't make me lose respect for you. Look, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just simply stating the facts. Like that is the fact. And so if you have, it's like, think about like the old like time movies when you see someone who owes them money, it's like you've got till 5:00. Technically, it's not 5:00 for Billy yet. In all reality of things, like it's 4:55. All right, he's got 5 minutes to find the money. All right, like, that's where he's at. But he still has 5 minutes. So you do with that with what you will. That's all that I'm saying.
Listen, you're not saying nothing wrong, Shelton, man, and you're not saying nothing wrong, brother. I'm gonna be this guy because I'm a facts guy. I look at the facts, right? Of course, we've been sucking and stuff, but facts still remain that we can. It's a can. It's a if there's a 1% chance, there's still a possibility.
That's all I'm saying.
If there's a 1% chance, there's a possibility that we can turn this thing around, right? And the only thing that
4:59. All right, I like that better.
59, not 59.
Yeah,
59.999. Yeah. What's the little whatever that thing on the calculator it is?
Yeah.
Let you know go for infinity. Put that at the top.
Yeah.
But the defense, man. This defense, bro. I said it over Twitter. Championship caliber defense, bro. Now we're down some people, down another person too. So that's kind of, but I think overall, Miami is probably one of the better offenses we're going to face all year.
Offensive lines, no question.
Yeah. So, when you consider the offensive line, that to me is the totality of the offense. Because if you got to block, in order to throw the ball. You know what I mean? You got to block to run the ball. So these guys were massive. We were undermanned, but these guys didn't bat an eye. Yeah, they were driving the ball. That's what you're going to get. But can you bend and not break? We did that well. You know what I mean? You're going to give up some things. I know they had a lot of 3rd-and-1s with that type of offensive line. We're going to give that up. I saw it all game. Okay, we just going to reset and try to do it again, get them into a 3rd and long. Because on 3rd-and-1, you don't want to sell out on the run and leave it open where you can get a big play and give them more yards in the passing game. You have a veteran quarterback on the other side of the field. So you had to give up some of those running lanes or whatever, get the 3-yard tackle, they get the first down. Let's rinse and repeat, do it again. We were able to do that. And then we shined through in key moments to push them out of field goal range, even though they got into field goal range, or on some plays they just got penalties. But that's what happens throughout a game. But the way these guys played, the way they showed up, being undermanned up front on your inside and your interior with that type of offensive line showed a lot of heart and a lot of grit from those young guys. And my hat goes off to them. Woods getting his first sack. He's coming along very, very well. He looks like he can be a potential freshman All-American by the end of this season. The way it's shaping out for him, the amount of snaps he's getting, and the way he's playing, and which he's playing, I can see that he's still young, but his ability and athletic ability makes up for a lot of the stuff, and he's trying to process things in his head. But the way this kid plays, man, is amazing. I'm glad that we got him. It was good to see him out there. But it's just the defense as a whole. The secondary's been doing great. Locking stuff down. Of course, you're going to give up some plays, but for the most part, they were there to make tackles. Kamani, amazing interception, breaking on the ball, showing his skill level, showing that he's getting comfortable at the position and is maturing, which is a great thing to see for us. So I just like the way they're playing on that side of the ball as a whole, man. If you would have told me going into, yeah, they scored at the end of the game, but before that touchdown, it would have been 4 touchdowns for the season that they giving up before the last one at the end of the game.
Yeah, it's tough to really count those because they were at the end there.
Yeah, we kind of knew what was happening.
Hold on. I gotta address these.
Who's talking?
The chat is wild.
I
try to ignore it, but it's like we're brainwashed, bro. Who what are we doing? I feel like sometimes, I
don't know. I think they signed up for us to come on here and just say fire Billy, fire Billy, fire Billy.
We've had I'm not I don't know.
Critical of the game and give props to the guys that played well. Give props to the defense that did their job. And if there's a 1%, can I not talk about the 1% chance?
Yeah, I sometimes this stuff fires me up of I want to just turn every show into a call-in show because nobody would have the kahunas to call in and have this conversation because they couldn't process to have the dialogue with me. If you can't look at me in my face right now and tell that we're having a genuine conversation and I'm not sitting here sucking off Billy Napier, then you got you get up out of here. Then he's not making excuses. Quit. Use your brain for 5 minutes. Y'all want to sit here and criticize a bunch of nonsense. We're not talking about anything besides the fact of what's logistically possible. I just made a point that hey, this could happen. But I know Billy's not going to get us there offensively. What do you want? You mean just keep beating a dead horse? Just go, woe is me? Holy crap, dude. Sit back for a minute. Dude. That's a negative comments, man. I've been honest and so transparent about it and kept my cool about it. But y'all come in here and just want to be a-holes about it for no dang reason. It's just out of control. It's unbelievable, listen, bro.
I tell you what, every negative comment in the chat towards me, I love you guys. You guys make me smile. You know what I mean? You guys make my day. I get interaction with you guys. You know what I mean? For a second, some of you guys are just you just do too much, but for the most part, it is what it is. I got championships. You know what I mean? I've done it at a high level. I'm not really tripping. I love Florida. Label me the biggest sunshine pumper. Can I take the title? Everybody else gave up. I want the title. Can I take the title?
You have it.
What, the greatest thing about this whole thing, Shelton, is if Billy gets let go, I'm going to root for the next person. And it might be a guy that y'all like. I'm going to root for him just the same. And the fact that you like him now if he comes in and don't do what he's supposed to do, he'll be out the door, and I'll be rooting for the next guy. It doesn't change for me. My loyalty and love for the program is up. I love the players. I want to see them develop, and I'm talking about things that players developed and we saw. It'd be one thing for our offense suck. Yes, okay, cool. But would you guys like it if our defense sucked too? I mean, like, what? Like,
it would be one more thing to complain about. Like, defensively,
yeah.
dude, it's crazy to think how well they played with as many people that were hurt. I mean,
yes, the rotation inside was amazing for those young bucks.
I mean, look, and they were getting bullied at times. Let's not get it twisted. I mean, that Miami offensive line is ridiculous, man.
It's massive.
Massive, bro. That left tackle, 6'9", like 360, moving like an absolute just tank, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I like the adjustment by the defense. I knew that they would adjust because they would just land on us. I knew we would start doing more slanting and moving those guys around and using our quickness to beat them, just kind of like some of the other teams did us, USF, with the stunts from up front, moving those linemen because they know we're big. We'll try to lay on them so you can get in the gaps. Like we did Ohio State in 2006. Those guys had a big offensive line. We were smaller and faster, so we ran stunts, even on run plays, stunting in the gaps, get in the backfield, making tackles. So it's just about being strategic, and we did that, but the way those guys did it. But you could tell they were young, and, you know, when you get tired, you start lacking technique. And so as the game went on, especially in the fourth quarter, you're not getting as low in your stance because you're tired. You know what I mean? You're not coming out your hips the right way or whatever. But at the point of contact, we were good. They just land on us. They massive. They covering you up. And that's. But other than that, we played great. And I like what I'm seeing, man, from these guys. I like how they're communicating. I like how they are where they're supposed to be. And it makes for a great defense. I'm sure nobody from Miami thought we would go on there and give them a run like that. We actually had a chance to win this game, or at least make it tighter after the interception.
Crazy that we were. I mean, I went back and watched the one scoring play that we had, and the fact there was like 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Like, damn, there's a whole game left when we scored. It's kind of wild. And then the game just kind of went away. Anthony Morrison just became a member. Shout out, Anthony. My man, appreciate you. Also,
Anthony,
he spent Florida or bye week 17, Florida 10 to $2. DJ should just redshirt and heal. Someone is doing him a massive disservice. I don't know if his camp or the coaching staff. He just needs to heal and practice. We'll talk about DJ here, Lagway, and just
like button, guys. Subscribe. 430 strong.
420. I love it. I appreciate it. Let's talk about a few things since we're crying here. We're throwing a fit. So DJ Lagway was seen with a boot. And then people react off of that and immediately start talking of, oh, he's got a red shirt, he's gone, he's out of here. And look, I love the reaction. I find it very, intriguing because this was a massive point of conversation last year. Anytime somebody got hurt or something happened early in the year, it was like, oh, he's gone, he's red shirt. And I don't know where it's coming from because I haven't seen it anywhere. And then I got to thinking, I was like, look, that's how you may react. That's what you may do.
For sure.
Is you just may, hey, things aren't going my way, I'm just going to hang it up. But you got to keep in mind, these kids, I understand we have these portals and all these new things, but these other schools they don't just have like a bunch of spots opened up. I mean, obviously there's plenty of talent. They would find a home. Let's not get it twisted. But everybody doesn't just come in and say, hey, if it doesn't go exactly my way, I'm just going to quit. I'm just not going to play.
Listen, they want... The average person wants that loyalty from these players, but give up soon as things get rocky for them and shut down on them. But we expecting loyalty out of them when they sign up. For we got to show the loyalty. We got to be the loyalty. Even if they falter, we still got to remain loyal to attract loyalty. If you decide to do what they doing, then you're going to attract what they getting. So I just live by that standard in my life as a whole. I'm loyal to the core, kid. If I love you, I rock with you. I do anything for you, go to bat for you, all that type of stuff. But everybody's not like that, and I'm not saying they have to. But these kids are not just gonna shut it down. These guys, first of all, if you're on the defense side of the ball, if the offense ain't out there, you on the field. So you're getting way more film, you're getting way more experience, you're getting way more exposure. So if you're trying to advance your career, it don't stop at Florida. You're trying to get to the next level. So being on the field is actually getting you more reps.
If you're playing, I mean, yeah. So look, for the DJ situation, again, I think that it's also said that he's expected to return. So like it was in
Yeah.
the same post. People still ran with it. It is what it is.
I mean, it's
I'm
a
not
boot.
even going to get into that. I don't believe he's redshirting, and if he chose to redshirt, I mean, I don't think that we would. I mean, at this point, we were calling to bench him, so I don't think anybody would even be genuinely upset. And if he felt that was needed, I mean, if he's got to put a boot on and he's been hurt since he hasn't played, I mean, he might as well. I mean, we're not healthy enough to make it through. I mean, what's crazy to me is that you're putting a boot on. You finally get 2 weeks where you get to maybe reset, have a great practice. We heard just in the last presser that he had a weird offseason, right? An unorthodox offseason because he didn't get to practice a lot. And the first time that you get a breath to where you can go, maybe, I don't know, practice, we have this situation pop up. Like, and look, I mean, I understand if he has a situation going on and he's hurt, he's got to take care of it, but it's like, and they're saying it's just precautionary. It's like, well, dude, now we're right back to where we were at the beginning of the season. We have 2 weeks now that are just going to get wasted again.
This is just me guessing. The way he talked after the presser, saying what he's gonna put on himself and all that, in my head means he wasn't hurt. You know what I mean? If it's a serious injury, you would have felt it in the presser while you were talking, to make that type of statement. So like they said, it's precautionary that he's gonna be ready to go. It's a boot. It's a new day and age. If your toes hurting, I don't care if it's swollen, don't put the shoe on, put the boot on. It's better for you. It's better than just wearing sandals. You got way more money. We can afford to just loan boots out instead of making you put on tennis shoes to walk to class or whatever you're doing throughout the day. Just put the boot on, get ready for practice. We already gonna wear cleats in practice.
I'm not buying any of it anymore, Disney Gator. You can pump whatever you want into this. I'm not drinking your Kool-Aid. All right, because I heard about the Bootgate all offseason. I still haven't seen Dallas Wilson, and Bootgate clearly had an impact on DJ Lagway. So I'm not buying any of it. I can't. You're trying to suck me into your ways, and I'm not going to buy it.
They said that he will be ready. They said it's minor, so I'm giving the reason for why you may see him in a boot, even though it's minor. Because most people are thinking if it's minor, why are you in the boot? Well, if you stump your toe and it's throbbing, do you want to wear Air Force Ones or do you want to wear?
I want you practicing, Steven. If you are going expected to play in 2 weeks, then here's my thing.
If you want me to practice in the best position, then you want me to wear this boot around campus and get to practice and put my cleats on.
As long as you're putting the cleats on during practice, that's all. I mean,
you better put them cleats on.
Tight. You better put a wrap around it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like, tore it off. I played with broken back. Y'all saw my thumb. Listen, you better do something.
Yeah, Bootgate.
Y'all would have.
But you need a boot. You need hand boots. You need hand boots so you don't hit nobody.
Take it off and go practice. But yeah.
Look,
I want to get paid $5 million.
Everybody was freaking out again. It literally, like in the same post, like he's expected back for Texas. So it's like it's not. I don't find any severity to this at all.
I need him back for Wednesday practice.
Yeah, I want him back. I'm like, hey, what's his availability for tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Where's that at? That's what I need to know because we need all the work we can get. Look, going into Texas 3:30 kickoff at the Swamp. It's gonna be. I mean, I'm genuinely nervous for Nape to walk down Gator Walk, man. I kind of want somebody, whoever's gonna go to record it and send it so we can talk about it on the show because I think it's gonna be mayhem. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he questions skipping it. I'm not even kidding.
Listen, with some tweet and deletes I saw earlier today.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. We can talk. I mean, look, it was an actually healthy tweet from him for once. I felt like it was a good tweet. Well, I don't know why you would delete that. It was a reason. The one are you talking the one in the group chat?
What did we talk about?
From all kinds of weather. His tweet where it was like it was a good tweet. I thought. The tweet that I saw in the room was him talking about like, hey, let's not do anything serious, like, right? Like that's what I saw, or was there something else that he tweeted?
That's what he said. I'm just under the impression of why would that cross?
Why are you thinking that? I mean,
has somebody?
It's crossed my mind, and I'm not thinking about doing it. I just because of just the world we live in, I think it's more on people's mind than it's ever been.
Social responsibility. If you had to delete it, then you probably shouldn't have said it.
You think there was self guilt there if he was thinking it is why he sent it? If I was there.
Just trying to be funny. but serious at the same time, trying to act like you care, but you really don't care, but you want to say it because it's gonna grab attention. But it was stupid.
Someone, yeah, his
That's all.
he's worse than drunk tweeting at times. I don't even know what it is. It's sober tweeting, which is even worse.
Yeah, 805.
Yeah, it's crazy. Quick super chats here. High Top Rook, $5 says, times are tough, boys. Yeah, it's listen. I saw the basketball boys were back practicing and saying like they look good and feel good. I was like, I'm not buying any of it. Y'all suck. Until I don't want to believe any of this nonsense until I see it.
No hype, nothing though. No hype, nothing.
What's your opinion on the lack of emotion on the sideline? You guys back in their day were always fired up. That's a good question for old Stephen Harris from Knowles. $5 there. What's your thoughts on? I had a few questions for you on that as well, kind of similar to it. But what's your thoughts on that? On the lack of just fiercity, more so from DJ. I feel like the drive when we went and scored, there was a lot of juice rolling, and it kind of went away. But ultimately, what's your thoughts?
It's hard when you're not confident. It's hard to be excited. It's plain and simple. When you're not confident in what you're doing or what you're being asked to do, and then it's hard to be excited. You know what I mean? When you know throughout the game you could have did this better. One thing, when quarterbacks come to the sideline, they have a pad, and these people are showing them, hey, you missed this. This person was open. Hey, you missed that. Hey, why'd you drop this far? Why you didn't step up in the pocket? Hey, this isn't that. When you're getting that many corrections on the sideline, you don't have no energy to be running around trying to fire people up. You need to be taking as much coaching as you can be getting. The defense was doing enough. Those they were hyped. But when you're not moving the ball and it's just not clicking, you're not going to get no emotion.
There was I wanted to get your thoughts on this. We talked about it with Cam Jackson getting to Cam Banks a summer and a half ago, and obviously the impact on that. If you were on this defense and you saw how DJ was playing, you snap it on DJ? How do you handle that?
Nah, he's too young. In my mind, as a senior, I'm trying to encourage him, trying to get them together. But during the game, I don't know what's being missed. I don't know what's happening. I just know the offense is struggling. You know what I mean? I know we're not getting points on the board. But as a defender, I don't know what he's missing. When you're watching it on TV, it's a different story. So you can be like, why they ain't doing it? They should be. When you're on defense, once you get off that field, you're going to your tent looking at your plays, and they showing you what you missed and what you should be getting better at. But you do feel the momentum, like, dang, we're not moving the ball. What happened? We just got off the field. Now we back out. Come on, man, y'all move the ball. Like, you're gonna be frustrated like that, like trying to encourage, saying, let's go. But there's nothing really you can say. Then you realize that your guy's young. You know that. You know what I mean? You there's nothing you can do at that moment besides try to encourage him and tell him, hey, you're gonna get it, man. It's gonna click, but there's nothing you can really do.
So who okay, but Banks, that was in practice. So obviously that's a moment. Who would hold DJ to that standard? Who on that team can go to him and grab him by the face mask, essentially what Jackson did to Banks? I mean, is that a thing with the quarterback?
No. No, it's either he's your leader. You never seen nobody go grab no quarterback.
I know. That's why. I mean, it's weird that I'm asking.
It's between him and the head coach and his quarterback coach to get them together. The offensive line, you can encourage him, but there's nothing you can really say to him because you don't understand his responsibilities. You just know he's having an off night. If you don't play quarterback, you don't know the quarterback responsibilities at all for you to even be going to yell at him. You know what I mean? All you can do is like, come on, man, let's tighten up. Let's get it together. But you don't know what to expect out of him or where it broken down at or who was at fault. All you know is the whole offense is messing up right now. So you're going to be fired. If it's a veteran receiver or something, then he probably can go grab his quarterback and be like, hey, man, I was open. You missed this route or whatever. So I think, and we're dependent on a lot of young guys in those skill position places. And so they're still learning the game too. So I don't think they got comfort enough to be like, hey, man, I was open. Or, hey, man, get me the ball. I got you. You know what I mean? I know you're having a tough night, but I'm going to get open. You know what I mean? Like VB3 or somebody where they can be like, I think if Dallas Wilson was playing, I think the energy would be different for this offense. I think he would demand the ball. And if it was going bad, hey, throw me the damn ball. I'm going to get open. If you don't know where to go with it, throw it to me.
I'm 7-Eleven,
You know what I
baby. Yeah,
mean?
24/7.
Listen,
Sling
3
that thing over
people,
here.
4 people, throw it up. I got you. But when you have a player like that, that type of energy, helps out the quarterback. When you have a player like Dallas Wilson at wide receiver, it helps your quarterback. It gives them the confidence. Like, hey, I may throw in double coverage, but he's gonna make the play. I may be off on this throw, but he got enough catch radius to make the catch. Or he may one hand catch some stuff to make me look better to get my confidence. At this moment, you need some guys on that offense to break out to help DJ with his confidence. You know what I mean? We gotta either feed Vernell Brown. Remember that one game? I don't know what it was, but we came out the drive and we gave the ball to Trey Wilson like 6 or 7 times in a row, right? And he
Last
just,
year, right? Not
yeah,
this year.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. That type of production gets your quarterback going. You may have to do it with Vernell. I don't know. Find ways to get the ball in his hand because honestly, I don't know what's going on with Trey, but to me, he can't make a guy miss and open on one-on-one situations right now. His jukes are just not working. I don't know what's wrong with his L2R2, but it's just not working.
That was good. Yeah.
No, seriously. I'm being serious. I don't know. But players like Vernell, guys, you get the ball in their hand fast. They gonna make some plays for you, make a guy miss, may take it to the house. You need to be doing that more to get him going. Because it's just not happening. And then where was Mizell
I
this
have no
week?
idea. I messaged his
What
dad to see if he was hurt.
was the tweet about curfew serious or real?
I don't know.
Did
You were supposed to figure that out.
anybody confirm? I didn't want to dig that far. We already got people talk about half the team hate DJ.
Yeah.
So
It's rough.
I didn't even want to be a part of
He
that.
basically doubled down and said he saw him with his own eyes.
Yeah, said he got it on video.
Yeah.
TMZ might want to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's Dan
Yeah.
Thompson we're talking about, guys. I mean, he's not hiding. He tweeted it. Anthony, am I negative for wanting us to lose to ensure we get a fresh start ASAP instead of delaying the inevitable with the W against a not so good Texas team?
If you had to ask the question, then yes.
Look, I don't think you're alone, Anthony. I don't think you're alone.
Look, no, negative is when you try. You could be thinking that, but when you say it out loud and you want people to join the wagon with you, you're being negative. You want somebody to join the side with you, you're negative. Yes.
Yeah. $20. My man Rook. I believe in Kermani. I'm glad that young man came back. He's got a lifetime fan in me. Yeah, he has been exceptional. He had the highest PFF grade with 84.9 with and a great interception. He has been exceptional, man. So happy for him and what he's been able to do. Jeremy L, what's up, man? $5. Shelton, did you tell Mr. Harris the good news about Cody's video and Jay Moss's son? Yeah, he's the one who told us. You think we're tight with Jarvis like that? That's how Jeremy, we found out.
Yeah. Shout out Jarvis Moss' son. Play running back. He's in Alabama, man. He's balling. Just received an offer from Dan Mullen, man.
Off the video that Cody made.
Yeah. So we looking forward to having him come back on the show too.
I can't wait, man. $2, but I would be okay with the W if TJ starts. Oh, look, Anthony's back. Anthony's back. $5 from Austin. The offense doesn't give any of our wide receivers a chance to make big plays this year. Seems like all the players on offense have regressed. Yeah. I was thinking that when you were saying that, Steve, of like, I don't think, those guys would need a miracle to make a big play at this point.
Yeah, it's been bad, bro. It's been bad, man.
It's been bad.
I saw a video last year of our offense and DJ throwing the ball, and it brought tears to my eyes. It literally brought tears to my eyes.
It's tough. This was exciting. We got some. Some positive things. I guess you know some. I wasn't happy about it. Listen. We're in such a weird place right now. I have people criticizing me on my take on this because I was just upset that we didn't get Tennessee consistently. So with us moving to 9 conference games, we've got 3 teams that we will play annually, and then it rotates, I think, every 2 years who we play we'll play everybody essentially every 2 years, which is cool. I do like that part. But I was pissed. I was like, I wanted Tennessee. I didn't care about the strength of schedule. Like that didn't bother me. And I tweeted out like, this is a disgrace that we lose Tennessee and LSU. Like we should have at least got one of those plus Georgia. I was okay with it. And I was getting flack of like, you're an embarrassment to this fan base because I didn't want an easier schedule or a fair schedule. I was in such a blender. It was like Billy calling offensive plays. I was like, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, what? The fan in me likes the Tennessee rivalry. Like, I enjoy that game. Like, I've grown up with it my entire life. It's something that it's weird that's in the back half of the year because it just, I don't know. For me, it's like anything else. It just, you just feel that's supposed to happen. When it's cold outside, you play Tennessee. When there's a crispiness in there, you play. You know what I mean? Like, that's for me.
Yeah,
Georgia's the same thing. I don't care about. We haven't played South Carolina in 2 years, I think.
yeah.
I don't care about that one at all. Kentucky, I'm fine with. My three who I wanted was Georgia, Tennessee, and South Carolina. Those were the three that I wanted. But
I don't understand why would anybody be upset about choosing any of the teams that we play in the SEC. Georgia was going to be on there for sure.
That was no question.
I mean, you got to keep that on there. And then South Carolina, I guess that's our toss-up game where I don't want to say supposed to be an easy SEC opponent, but not one that you scratch your head about all night going into the game about. So I see why they put that there. And then who's Kentucky? It's Kentucky. We have a long history of playing them. But it does rotate. So I guess if you had to pick one of our main rivals, it wasn't going to give us both. It wasn't going to give us Tennessee and Georgia out of the SEC. And Georgia is our staple one. So
I mean, A&M got Texas and LSU. I mean, they got two big ones.
I mean, but they just joined us.
I mean, it's been a bit.
I'm saying the history between those the games, like A&M is big games for them, but those other teams not looking at A&M like, oh, it's A&M.
I understand. I mean, well, A&M's been on a burner, but
but I'm saying LSU not looking at them from the history of the program, saying, oh, we got A&M.
Yeah.
That's some big time rivalry for them.
It's weird because right now, like the logos, the way we view these logos is much different than we have in the past. Look, I will say, in the same breath, they did a pretty good job, I think, in making these nice even playing field where there's just like a healthy dose of ebb and flow to it, towards and just. I feel like A&M got the hardest one, to be honest with you, with LSU and Texas and how Mizzou has been. Tennessee got off pretty well with just Kentucky, Vandy, and Alabama. Look, Vandy's look good, but if you think about the history of the program, to have Vandy in one of your three,
but that's just by proximity. They have to have that team.
Yeah, Auburn. That's what it looks like too. It looks like it's very similar to like location. Like it's healthy. Like I'm not like it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna play everybody. I mean, essentially, Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, and Vandy. That one's look. Those are two big powerhouse. Like that's what I wanted.
Alabama,
they got exactly what we got. Yeah. What I wanted. Like
Georgia,
Alabama. Because Auburn, Alabama is like Georgia, Florida. Like you're not gonna get rid of that one. And then Georgia, Auburn is like Florida to Tennessee, in my opinion. So it is what it is.
You're right. You're right. You want to just add one more for us to make it juicy.
I love the Tennessee game. Like I love playing there. I love them coming here. Like it's special to me.
It's a great rivalry between us for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can see them on the screen. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but Florida obviously with the three that we got. But look, there's nine conferences. We're gonna be playing everybody. There'll be just a year. You know, probably every other year we don't play Tennessee, but you know.
Yeah,
like look, Kentucky got Florida, Tennessee, and South Carolina. Like they got the exact schedule that I was asking for.
So we're used to playing Tennessee every year. So I would have liked to have still did that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
I'm glad it's out.
We could have scratched Kentucky. I mean,
that's where I was at.
Tennessee,
in this whole thing of like, oh, look, you want to play a harder schedule. It's like, guys, if we're gonna stress playing Tennessee every year, we're playing a 9-conference SEC schedule. Like adding Tennessee on there consistently is minuscule to the.
And if we worth the damn, it don't matter who we play. We got to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Like Tennessee was
on the way to see where you're at.
Tennessee was never an intimidating factor. The fact that we have to be afraid to play them is more of a question. That should be what you should be embarrassed of, not me wanting to play them. I'm not the embarrassment. Yeah. It's been mayhem. $5. Why no energy on the sideline? I've never seen a sideline so dead. Oh, we just answered that. Where's that? Oh, Jeremy here. $5. Well, shit. Just making sure. LOL. Did y'all even ask him about Mama's Kitchen? It may have been closed even when he was here though. I don't know what he's talking about.
Mama's Kitchen, soul food place in Gainesville. Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, it was definitely open. I ate there all the time.
Tim Bucks from Fish Hike Travel. Back in the days of Tim Tebow, I used to see him and a couple other players were always out on Thursdays and Friday night outside 8 Second in Main Street pub, pumping everyone up, telling us to be at the game. I don't think that's happening anymore.
Who we used to see? Not Tim Tebow.
That's what he said. Back in the days of Tim Tebow, I used to see him and a couple of players. Maybe it was Timmy not out there hyping people up, Steve?
I'm lost.
No comment.
They say every Thursday night, so I was like, maybe you saw it once or something. Like, yeah, lost.
DeJohn Johnson, we saw him go down Saturday. A couple people went down, which was very upsetting to see. I mean, it was just like when it rained, it poured. Is expected to have surgery. We don't have a timeline for him. I don't know the reason why. It seems like if you have surgery on your knee, I don't think we're going to see him come back. I know these scopes you can be back much faster nowadays, so maybe that's because even Caleb Banks, we got just an extended period of time. I would be shocked if we see any of these guys come back this year, but
tough loss, man. He was off to a great start this year. We definitely gonna miss him out there, man. I just wish him the best. I don't know exactly what the injury is. If it's something minor, then
I thought it was his ACL. The way he went down.
The way it looked. I tried to refrain from saying it, but the way it looked, didn't look too good.
And he's coming off of one too, which is never any fun. So he said, "Forget it, Chuck." We were talking about how he used to beat Moss in golf, and we would be at Mama's Kitchen on it, but somehow told me it closed when they were there, and I could have sworn it was open. I forgot. Sorry, boss.
I don't know. Sorry, man.
This was a little chart to look over here on this offense. I mean, what things that we already know, but it just when you put numbers next to it, it just makes it gross. Offensive category, scoring offense, ranked 101th nationally on 22 points per game. Keep in mind, it's worse than that because LIU is carrying that weight.
Yeah.
Because 22, we haven't scored 22 in 4 games. Or 3 games, excuse me.
Won them, Shelton.
We would have won them if we were averaging 22 points a game, we would have won a few more. So that's the Miami game. They put up 26, but obviously you got to kind of take into consideration. Total offense 110 nationally with 328. Again, you got to think that the LIU game is carrying this team at the moment. Rushing offense 104, 123 yards per game. Passing offense 86 nationally with 205 yards. Sacks allowed 108 ranked nationally with 9 sacks allowed. 9 sacks allowed. That's with LIU. That's with the freebie. That's with only 3 games.
More than 9 though. Damn, it's only 9. It feels
a lot of tackles
more.
for a loss. There we go. Tackles for a loss allowed. 129 ranked nationally, 7.5 per game. There's 133 teams in the 33. We're ranked 29.
125 tackles for loss per game is crazy.
Third down conversions, we rank 122nd with 30.9%. Long plays, 10 plus yards, we rank 93rd. Long plays for 20 plus yards, we rank 101st. Long plays for 130 with 30 yards or plus, we rank 131st. And long plays for 40 yards, we rank 121 with 1 play.
Why'd you show me this?
I was just confirming what our eyeballs were already seeing. I mean, dude, when you put numbers, it's just
super trash.
So back to what I said in the beginning, we still have a chance to win the SEC. Okay, that's all that I wanted to do. I wanted to tie back where I started the show with. All right.
Listen, I don't know if Dallas, what's going on? We got the bye week, brother. If we can see you, man, show up for Texas, bro, and revitalize this offense. We already saw what VB3 can bring, bro. Grab DJ by the horns, man. Grab your brother, shake him, and say, "Get me the ball, man. I'm gonna carry y'all. Make it happen, boss." That's all I can say.
Hard to look at, boys. Hard to look at. Now, this next chart I'm going to show you, or this screenshot. I think it's
It's gonna be better, right? Better.
Well, it's good news because I found out why we suck. I found out whose fault it is. It's Gator Days. It's Gator Day from Gators Breakdown's fault. And thank you to Riley Shane 78 for pointing it out for us because I don't know if we ever got to the bottom of it. He commented on his video from probably yesterday, I would assume, Says, I blame you, Dave. Thank you. Someone had to say it. You put the whole wheels in motion when you got a really good coach fired who had a down year. You just had to ask Dan the recruiting question. He recruited equally or better than Napier. That's the odd part. Hell of it is. I love the comment section. And I'm glad someone needed to say it. Someone needed to say it. And I'm just glad that finally we can hold Dave accountable. This is even Billy's fault anymore. This is Dave's fault.
The fact that we have a fan base where a question about recruiting could get people so up in arms that where we want to fire somebody over the question, regardless of the roster and the people he brought in. The way he went about it was a super fireable offense. Just lets you know where we stand as a fan base. To me, it's like, yeah, once they get going, there's no slowing it down.
The greatest response ever says, I asked him a recruiting question to tee him up for an easy answer to sell the program after Kirby Smart called him out on it. It's not my fault he handled it like a buffoon. Either way, recruiting wasn't championship level, nor was it ever going to be because Napier sucks. Because Napier sucks doesn't make a null the answer either. Look, two parts to this. I love it. Like I like the fact I didn't really understand the whole. I would like the whole concept or the context of the question when he did ask it, but really cool to get his perspective. Like I was trying to help them, give the man a lifeline. He's just so far up his butt cheek that he couldn't even help himself. That he had to go and be exactly what he said, a buffoon, and make himself look like an idiot, which has got himself fired. Phenomenal response there, and I love this too because everyone's like Mullen. It's like just Mullen. Everyone was pointing back to that. Mullen was still not the answer. Like, obviously, we had some success, but great response. I love it. Dave's great at leaning into that. So I was dying when I saw this today. I was like, we got to talk about it. I was cracking up, dude.
He'll go back at you now. Don't sleep on Dave.
Well, that's a wild accusation there. And it had some legs. It actually was well said. It was well presented. That person will never respond again. I get into so many pissing contests with comments like that. They never respond. And Moses was the idiot hanging out there.
So, and got somebody fired. Yeah. All right.
Well, go ask some better questions to Billy, Dave. You got so much dang power. $5. DJ getting crucified by the same people who hyped him up is so cruel, and I generally dislike how they immediately turned on him. I mean, Rook, that's the world, dude. I mean, that goes for every. I mean, that's Billy. We did it to Billy.
We just ain't got no patience, man. Especially for the kids right now with this money situation. Nobody's exercising patience right now, and everybody's talking and saying stuff. And I don't know if everybody truly feels like it or if they just talking. But it is sad though that all the hype and to see. I mean, the man missed so much time. Man. I don't know what we expect. Yes, and I know. Billy was saying it's gonna be okay, and he's gonna be fine, and this is. Well, what else do you say? what else do you say to the fan base that's waiting for DJ? Like, no, I don't know if he's gonna be able to make it this year. I don't know if we're gonna have a quarterback behind him. I don't know. Like, you don't. Of course, you gotta say we're trying to have this plan, and it's a unique plan, and it's going cool, and he's progressing in his plan. Because what else do you say as the head coach? To keep the confidence in your player.
I agree with you. I wasn't mad about that. I was mad about because when asked about it, when talking about it on Sunday or whatever it was, Saturday night, was like, well, listen, keep in mind, he had a unique offseason. Mm-hmm. We know. That's why we kept asking about it. So you can't, there's a level of saying, like, he kept saying he was good to go, that we're fine. I think there's... Again, I mean, I agree with you. There has to be a way that you navigate that, and I think that you want to believe that he is doing well. Again, that's what we asked too. Like, is he not practicing? Because how? And again, like, think about all the things we heard about and from people that went to that practice.
Covered up heavy.
Think about the people who went to that practice. It was like it looked like it was far above beyond. Like, it's DJ than everybody else. So what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Like, were there no signs? Were there no signs at all? Right? Yeah, because it just from what we were getting from everything, it was DJ was. It wasn't gonna be no setbacks at all. But obviously, That's not the case. And that is a tough question to ask, what happened, because everybody was on the board that everything was going to be fine. It wasn't one person that was saying anything off. All the clips we saw, but then the product is not matching at all. Well, but it was only limited though. Reporters was only out there for what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and we got small clips of practices, but
And we
nobody
didn't
saw
no
any
saw
other
him.
team or anything like that to know that, hey, he still, you know what I mean, have a hitch in his throw, or his feet not being set on some of the throws. Nobody got a chance to see any of that. So
Yeah, I
Napier's
don't.
the only one that could answer it.
Yeah, look, we got 2 weeks of no practicing again because we're in a boot. So look, he's not
I tell you
he's not
what,
going anywhere. I think that this game could be a nail in the coffin. If it goes the same way, it's going to be a nail in the coffin. I
I
genuinely
tell you what,
believe.
I know it was against LIU, but I like Trammell and what he showed against LIU, and because DJ played against LIU too,
It didn't
and
look the
everybody
same.
still was saying that Trammell still looked it smoother against LIU. So I just hope over this bye week and going into next week that Trammell is getting a lot more reps, or actually just preparing himself mentally to possibly have to take the helm should anything happen to DJ, should the boot thing be more serious than they saying it is, because we just never know at this point. But I like what Trammell brings to the game at this moment, just from seeing one game. So I just hope he's preparing, because something's telling me that he may have a shot at trying to lead this team sometime this year.
Here's what I don't understand, and we'll close it down here. Is if our defense is what we believe it to be, top tier, how are you
Give him
just
a
not
shot.
just bringing absolute gas in practice of like you would see this, and if it continues to happen in practice, it's like, hey, we're having an open contest, let's go, line up,
Yeah.
hey Ron, bring the gas, we're gonna play a game. That's it.
I wouldn't be, with the defense this playing the way they playing, I wouldn't be beyond that, man. Because you can't waste a defense like this, kid.
Well, I mean, you're blessed to have. I mean, if they're able to shut down essentially they've shut down everyone they played up until the end there of Miami. And Miami played well and they shut down. Carson Beck played bad, a little bit of both, but I think they just played great schemes towards him. Let Ron throw whatever he can, the kitchen sink at DJ, put this offensive line on their butt cheeks, and make everybody as uncomfortable as possible. Like, utilize the one good thing that you have to your advantage. It's just simple. For me, it's just a simple math problem. Like, I don't know if that happened. It's like, hey, we're having this issue. We're gonna figure this thing out. We're gonna put the pressure cooker in an environment that we can control. We can lose today, and we don't have to worry about the boo birds, right?
Yeah.
So let's go try to win the day on the offensive side of things. And look, we heard about it in the scrimmage, but now it's like, okay, well, were they really playing? Was everything, half gas? Like, no.
The crazy thing is about, remember, we've been hearing a lot of days defense was winning. And we just, kind of chalked it up to, offense takes a little time to get going. You know
But
what I mean?
the offense won the second scrimmage. We talked about that too. They had success.
Yeah. Was it schemed up?
That's my thing. Was it just
started making you wonder? Yeah.
Yeah, was it were they kind of playing with their hands tied behind their back? I would say, hey guys, we're gonna go game plan tonight. Tomorrow is a game. We're gonna play 2 quarters, and DJ, you get the first, Trammell, you get the second, and we're gonna figure this thing out.
You got to start working the Trammell in just because of the way it's going. You still lead with DJ, but Trammell, you on the clock, kid. You're on the clock. And I love DJ, love the kid. I believe he's still going to be great, but it's just football. And when you playing bad, you've been given grace. The next man is going to be up soon, kid. So this bye week, if you don't turn it on, bro, when we go down to Texas or whatever, they come to us.
Come here. Yeah.
But the leash is short, kid. The leash is short. It's just football. It's the nature of the beast, the name of the game. Trammell has shown himself. He ran past the ranks and moved up to our number 2 quarterback, beat past juniors and seniors, and you were a sophomore. So hey, we gonna see.
I don't know what he's saying. Stop, Steve. He's in a business performance based on business. I don't know what he was referring to because that was a bit ago. But $2 from Danny the Gamer says, "Go Blaney, Ryan Blaney, round of 8. Hell yeah, man. He won on side. This is NASCAR, Steve. Sorry." And then Anthony says, "If Billy lets Trammell start, I'm back on the train." The ebbs and flows of the fan base. I love it. Boys and girls, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Whether you hate us,
shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, especially if even though you guys hate our commentary, we appreciate y'all. Now I know you guys appreciate it, and we appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in as always. Unless baby will comes, we'll be rock and rolling tomorrow night. Last Tuesday we had the family situation, but just look, this week is tentative.
Hey,
because
I'm available all week, so bro, just hit me up. Let me know, man. I'm here for the fans. I love you guys. No hard feelings, man. I'm Disney Steve. This is Shelton.
Hard feelings. Y'all be good, boys. I appreciate y'all. Stephen Harris, Shelton. Peace and love, baby.
Disney Steve.